Hello and welcome to Never Run Alone, a special Sydney Marathon edition on the cusp of the first ever major marathon in the Southern Hemisphere. The first ever held in Australia, and we've got a few first evers today. We have some special guests, the 2004 Olympian himself, Roberto Mandje, returning for his third appearance on the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having me again and again and again.
You're welcome, mate. We also have the Kiwi YouTube prince himself, TBC King, Mack Dewar, in from Melbourne for his first appearance on the pod. Welcome, Mack.
What's good? I like that intro. I'll use that somewhere. Instagram bio or something.
Yeah. You're welcome, brother. And of course, the tried and tested trio, not duo, that is Boudakin, Farrenkothen and Merrick. And a first I'll finish with Roberto, Mack, Kris and Ella, that it is Cam's birthday, the first birthday.
Wow, birthday pod.
Birthday shout out, 29 today.
29 today.
1 year closer to peak marathon age.
Yeah.
1 year closer to the Masters.
Just entering the peak, mate. Still up from here.
Very nice. I actually put down on the prep here, 28th. I wasn't sure, but the first thing I asked you when you came in, I said happy birthday, and then 28, 29, I couldn't quite recall.
29, I know. It's the last one of the 30s.
There you go. Well, look,
30s.
Today's episode, we're going to be answering plenty of questions from the audience, all questions submitted via the social, so thank you to all who have contributed there, at Never Run Alone on Instagram. We're also on YouTube, so please go and subscribe. We're coming for max.
We look better than we sound.
4,000 odd subscribers. Yeah, we've got about 10, I think.
Yeah.
All right. 11 after this.
And
So
four of them are in the room.
Yeah, I think I've got 2 accounts actually.
There you go,
so
perfect.
subscribe to us.
Yeah.
There you go. Also, this episode brought to you by
Aid Station.
Aid Station. Big supporters of the pod. So thank you to Jimmy, Metz, and the team there. We have a code, boys, at the end. Any idea what the code would be?
Never run alone.
There you go, Mac.
He's dialed in.
Respect.
Long time listener, first time caller.
He's been upgraded to king
100%.
already.
Do you know what it gets you, Roberto, the code? Any guesses?
A discount.
There you go.
Big.
Beautiful.
Shocking.
10% off.
There we go.
Shocking
Nailed it.
discount.
Yeah.
But obviously, nutrition is the first discipline, as they say. So please look after yourself. Race day this weekend. Might be a little too late. We're recording this on Thursday.
Their express postage is unbelievable.
It's quick.
They do
Roll the
some
dice.
That's
stuff.
quick.
Very quick. Might not be as quick, hopefully, as me on the weekend.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or any of us, really. You don't would be able to be quicker than shipping there. But here we go. I want to throw to Roberto first. You've probably travelled the furthest to be here in Sydney today.
Yeah.
The land down under. Are you over the moon to be back?
Yeah. Just I love Australia, and Australia seems to be loving me. So happy to be back and seeing familiar faces and new faces. Yeah.
Beautiful. And Mac, how's the feeling? Sydney, you weren't here last year, I believe.
Yeah.
But big year.
Yeah, huge year for Australia. These guys have been working towards it becoming a major for a while. Third major for me, third experience of a major. So I'm excited to see what Sydney has to offer.
What were the previous two?
New York and Boston, but I've only run New York.
Very nice.
Yeah, not fast enough for Boston just yet. Ooh.
Hey, you'll get there.
We're working on that.
And then you'll
Yeah.
tick over into Masters and you'll be fine.
Yeah, 6 years till Masters, and I'll be away laughing, I reckon.
Buy the flights now.
Lovely. We'll come on to more of that, but we have some questions in a segment we call the warm-up. So we'll jump into these. Some really great questions. Sissy Bergman, first cab off the rank. She wants to know race morning rituals. Who wants to kick us off?
Functional coffee. And by functional,
coffee. Yeah.
I mean functional.
Get the body moving.
Got to get that bowel system moving. That's the most
The
important thing in my
carb load-
opinion.
Yeah.
The carb load has done its thing.
Yeah.
I think just try and keep relaxed. I remember in Gold Coast, it was like you fired up, but you don't want to get like peaking. Often you're at home and you've still got, an hour till you can even get into the start of it. It's trying not to peak too hard, but just nervous energy, but enjoy it. Yeah. What about you guys?
I've never had coffee, so nothing like that. Usually for me, I'm pacing somebody, so I'm more trying to get them in the right mindset, like chill out, relax, trust in the training that they've done, let them realize that everybody else is nervous and that's okay, and just focus on what you could control. And then, and then maybe disassociate a little bit. I've been known to do Duolingo, like the morning of a race.
That's a great
Amazing.
shout.
Yeah.
'cause,
What language? What are we learning?
I have a few, like German, that's always there, Portuguese,
Like
Brazilian
German will get you
Portuguese.
fired up.
Yeah. But
Something
just something
like
like
calm
kind
sounding.
of keep me, I did it last year for Berlin. I did it last year ahead of New York. And, so just hang out.
Gets you out of your head a bit.
Yeah. I'm still aware of the race, but, it's something that distracts whichever athlete I'm pacing. Yeah.
What about, you said well, obviously we all know you've been to the Olympics yourself for those big moments in a big race.
Yeah.
What's the 5 to 10 minutes before? That's the window I'm really interested in.
Of the Olympics or like these marathons?
Well, the Olympics, but also, going forward into a running career and in those big moments, like.
Well, it's a great question because it really layers in how I've evolved. So the Olympics, I was 21, 22, and I won't swear on the pod, but I was myself. Super nervous, and like you have heaps of cameras, the whole world is right there, and you're super nervous, and you're the fittest you've ever been, but so is everybody. So you're just too in your head. But after that, I learned that if you could survive that, which of course you can, you could tackle anything. So it really gives you great perspective, and I've been able to carry that through the rest of my career when I was running professionally, and then now as a coach and pacer and somebody in the running space. It kind of gives me that authority, also just being an older person, to put things into perspective. And for folks listening and racing on Sunday, not sure when this comes out, is like, own that moment. It's yours, and you could make it whatever you want to make it, and don't let it own you. So take the power off it.
Yeah, I just find it's interesting, like those 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes before, everyone's in a different spot. Someone's really smiling, excited, someone's just like laser focus, someone's nervous, jumping around, someone's like trying to sneak in. You can tell they're a little underprepared, they're trying to sneak in some whatever warm-up they need to do a couple extra leg swings to get themselves revved up or whatever it is. But everyone's got a different. It's interesting, the 2 hours before and then to the right before a race, especially something like something that'll end up being a 4 or 5 minute race versus a couple of hours, but that last sort of 5-10 minutes I find really fascinating.
I think at Gold Coast everyone was doing their best to really calm down and, like you said, just chill and try and dissociate a bit. And then you've got De Costello in there like 5 minutes before, just revving everyone up, and it just went out the window.
He did just his same old speech, but it was like 5 minutes of pure.
Everyone was just ready to sprint 100 meters.
Exactly, it was like run through a brick wall.
Mac, pre-race rituals.
Yeah, mine doesn't get as deep as Roberto's, but just I guess don't change anything on race day is key. Yeah. And for me, it's like I'm always eating crumpets in the morning. Like that's the
square or round.
Square always.
Love that.
Because more surface area, actually more carbs. To be fair too.
Yeah.
And like
it's a loaded question.
And like you can tear those ones in half, which is quite nice.
What's your topping of choice?
Ooh, I usually like jam. Love it. Raspberry jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You butter jam or we just
jam?
Just jam.
Yeah.
See, I'm always butter on the crumpets, unless it's peanut butter.
How big
then that's too much.
Crumpet? Like square ones, maybe like that big? Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like
maybe like that big.
What are they, like 40 grams of carbs each or something? Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's like a bagel, but
and a good amount of sodium too, actually. And those golden ones.
Those things are made to last for months on the shelf. Love it.
Maybe too late for you to try on Sunday, but
I'm cruising, so I can
whilst you're doing Duolingo.
We'll bring you a crumpet.
Give you a crumpet at kilometre 10.
Yeah.
Love it.
Farrenkothen, what do you got?
I am a real sit in my pajamas guy. So it's before the morning, like before the race day, it's usually 4 a.m. when you wake up, and I will sit and have my functional coffee and just sit, like probably on the floor, like not even on a couch or anything, just sit on the floor and just
get in the zone,
and then continue.
Love it. Respect.
Grounding.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a specific ritual. I mean, nothing's really coming to mind.
You're a bit of a chaotic guy, so
I
I
am.
can see that.
Wouldn't know how many grams of carbs are in a crumpet.
Yeah.
You'd probably work 2 hours
tell me
before a
the
race.
400.
You're a vibes guy.
Yeah. I'll just roll in at the weekend. I mean, hopefully we get a bit of a 2K jog in beforehand. Swing the legs a few times and see if we can hang on to a 3:47 pace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There you go.
Love it. Good question. Tilly Donk's up next. She wants to know, you can choose one song before a race to hype you up. What are you choosing?
Gotta be a bit of Akadaka.
Akadaka.
Wow.
Yeah. AC/DC, Roberto?
Yeah, I know.
I know it's global, but I just Akadaka had quite reached.
Sorry, I'll be the token bogan.
I love it.
Has
No.
to be done.
I mean, I'm loving Victory Lap at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's a great choice.
Track.
Yeah. I was listening to that before Gold Coast, actually.
There you
Victory
go.
Lap on repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren Aronofsky vibes. It's big.
Yeah.
The only lyric I know, but it's good.
feel like I get like it's either like Embraced by Penal or something like that. I don't know if that's
Classic.
but either that or it's like some sort of rap that is like kind of taking the piss about a pump up like Stronger by Kanye West or like Power or something like that. Where it's just like I'm like, this is so clearly me just trying to over the top G myself up that it's kind of like funny in that nature. But it's like, or like Remember the Name or something like that. Like I don't know, something funny like that. But
Fort Minor.
Nothing too crazy. Just whatever I'm feeling.
No Church in the Wild, Kanye and Jay-Z.
Banger.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What you got, Roberto?
He's got Duolingo. He doesn't know.
I don't really do music, but I guess I would probably go with Vesuvius by Sufjan Stevens.
Whoa, vibe switch.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you know Sufjan? Yeah.
I do.
Can't say I know it, but you're a big music man, Kris.
All right, well, check it out after the pod.
Sing it for us. What's
yeah, you can't
Show us
do it
what you got.
justice.
That's on the Patreon.
Very good.
Can we get yours?
I would go I was listening to Victory Lap basically on repeat before Gold Coast Marathon, so we can run with that.
Love that. Kurt Maloof. I sort of like this one leading in the Sydney Marathon section, so I might actually leave that till later. We'll go next. Britt Ryan, 94. What does a typical week of running look like and fueling? So maybe just like how many runs, kilometers, what's your go-to?
Top line.
Fuel, keep it top line.
Pre-injury. I'll go pre-injury. I was running, 6 times a week? 6 days a week, probably 7 times. There was a double in there. And then fueling was, I'd have 4 eggs on a bagel for breakfast, snack at work, lunch, Wheat Bix, dinner.
Big.
What time is your Wheat Bix?
2:30.
There you go.
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yum.
PM Wheat Bix.
Bring in. I'm buying 2:30 Wheat Bix.
Love it.
I'm a little early for that season.
That's not early. False start there on the bicycle, but we like it. What's your weekend?
Maybe during like peak marathon training might be like 80 to 90 kilometers a week, 6 runs, usually 2 sessions, maybe one on Saturday, one on Saturday, and then one on Tuesday. Fueling wise, electrolytes in the morning, square crumpet, maybe like an LCM bar or something. Elite. And then I don't know, just regular fueling throughout the day. I think I probably eat maybe a little bit like worse than what I should during marathon prep.
Yeah, because you think it's all redundant. Hey?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I eat. It's all getting burnt.
Man,
Whatever.
Since moving to Melbourne, I've eaten so many sandwiches. It's not even fun. Like Hector's, Nico's, Hugo's.
They do it well.
Any O's, get them in you.
Yeah.
There you go. Sambos. Roberto.
I don't know, maybe peak I'll run 5 days in a week, maybe. But that involves like 2 to 3 games of football or soccer for Americans. And I count that mileage, by the way. And then I'll hit maybe 80K in that peak week. But what I do that maybe is different from folks here is I'll run like a marathon in training when I'm getting ready for a marathon. Like I'll run once or twice. So that pumps up the mileage. And then food, pretty easy, just a lot of my kids' leftovers, and then I eat a lot of pizza, a lot of pizza, and a lot of popcorn, a lot of ice cream. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
Interested to hear how you track your football mileage.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I have a tracker on my watch, and then
Okay.
yeah, so it just tracks.
But can you
it.
wear your watch whilst you play?
Yeah, like I wrap it so it
yeah.
won't injure anybody. But yeah, so in a typical game I'll do 8 to 10K worth of running. So I count it just because.
Absolutely. You're in your feet.
But
for sure.
and I'm in my season right now, so I'm missing a game this weekend. But it's all right.
Tough.
Respect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Merrick, you're a bit of a football.
I am. Well,
during the season operator as well?
I finished the season a couple of weeks ago, but I was also
nice.
tracking my.
Ball is life.
Yeah, exactly right. It was very touch and go for Gold Coast block. Like people being like, why are you playing this week? Don't get injured. Like you've got the race. I'm like, nah, it'll be fun. It's part of the rhythm. You got to do it. But I run like 10 times a week at the moment.
Wow.
Which is
219 guy.
well, not yet. I do. I don't know. Yeah, 10 runs, 2 gym sessions. Game of mixed netball, maybe some soccer.
In
Like
center position.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
running around.
The most running guy.
Anyway, and then fueling, pretty much on just whatever I feel like. It's just a lot of carbs, like pasta, rice, Mexican, I don't know, whatever there is, ice cream.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't, like you can just eat the same stuff all the time, but if you don't have some kind of enjoyment out of it, you're just going to hate it. But I'm just like a Labrador. I'll eat as much as is in front of me until I'm just completely
Rolling
stuffed.
out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
until there's no food left. So yeah, it's a lot of running at the moment, but probably peak mileage like 160. Yeah. It's a lot.
K or
K.
okay, that's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
100 miles, yeah.
getting up there.
There you go. You're thinking 160 miles.
Well,
at the moment.
I've
Not yet,
heard
not
that
yet.
as well,
I wouldn't
but
put
yeah.
it past you, man.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Slowly. Maybe the next build.
Yeah.
But yeah,
10
it's tough
runs.
around. I don't have enough time around.
Brisbane 2032.
A 9 to 5 job at side enough.
He'll be masters by then, won't he?
Yeah, exactly. The Masters Olympics, yeah.
Boudakin.
10 times a week is disgusting. Sorry. That's just
Yeah.
ugh. For my sanity levels, I feel like minimum I have to run 55k a week. Like if I dip below that, I will actually go insane. So minimum 55, I would say, just like flat baseline across every week. But it will go up and down as the builds progress. But I have always done the structure of like easy runs throughout the week, but Wednesday, Friday and Sunday will be a session. So I feel like that's an easy kind of way to break it up and then just fill the gaps with easy runs. But we won't talk about my fueling because it's horrible and
It's true.
something to work on.
Next build.
I just don't have time and I forget and it's, something to
I
work
think
on.
you said last week, either on the pod or to me in a text, that you'd set alarms each day at 12:30.
Yeah.
How's
To
that
make
going?
sure you had
to eat
lunch?
How's that going this week?
I've only done it once. So
Only ate lunch once, or only missed?
I get caught up in the staff room and like you got duty at lunchtime and
No hat, no play operator.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Start
fetch the
wearing,
volleyballs. and
fuel belt, have gel.
Yeah.
Put gels
Yeah.
at
Running
lunch.
back.
A
Yeah.
couple of crumpets.
Honestly.
just jams
Yeah.
crumpets.
I was
There you
thinking
go.
about having popping a few gels at lunch, just whack out a pure gel
Yeah.
and
Yeah, love
take
it.
that to the playground.
something.
But
Terrible idea.
yeah, But it needs to be better. But we're working on it.
If that's dropping, you should be able to turn one of those.
I have, but
That should work all right.
anyway, go on. Brennis?
Very nice. Yeah, I guess for me, probably 5-6 days of the week I run. Rarely ever do a double run session. So yeah, 5 or 6. I was averaging around that 80 to 90 Ks, but I think the 100 for me was where the injury kicked in. So if you look at my Strava, which I think when we caught up earlier today, Mac, you said you were having a look and it really dropped off a cliff. It was 100 and then
Sad
just dropped
state
down
of affairs.
20, and I think so far this week I'm at 10.
I just wanted to come in with like a little bit of context about where you were. So I thought
Yeah.
Strava's a good place to. Yeah.
Should have pre-warned you.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Don't worry,
I tried to look
Don't
at
mention the
Boudakin's,
war,
but hers
man.
is private. So.
Oh, hey.
She keeps a few things private with the feud, but no. I guess that's probably the week. We'll see what this next build post Sydney looks like. Hopefully, hang on for a bit longer at that 100 mark and beyond. A bit more strength training, which
Yeah.
is something we've discussed.
Did you
on
do
here a
any
bit.
doubles in your 100k week, or was it just one a day?
One a day.
Yeah, right.
And a fat
Because I
long
feel
run.
like it's interesting chatting to people about doing doubles because I feel like a lot of girls, when you speak to them, and not many girls do doubles, but when, like I've experienced this, when I've done a few double weeks, like I just feel fried, like proper fried, to the point where like my heart rate's going, like it doesn't sit well with me at all, and like a few other girls. So
Interesting.
I don't know if it's a male-female discrepancy or whether it's just like you're not used to it. I don't know. It like obviously takes a little bit to
Yeah.
build up into.
I'm not a female, just for the record, but back in my pro days, I was living on Boulder, Colorado for 10 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to Colorado. And loads of the women were doing doubles at the
Yeah.
CU Boulder team. I think it just comes down to not you, but generally speaking, recovery. Like, if you do doubles, and you mentioned working 9 to 5, like when I did doubles, like that was all I was doing. I was running professionally. So like if you have that luxury, it makes it a lot easier. But like for most citizen runners who aren't like getting paid to run, it's tough because you have to like run early in the morning, factor in heaps of rest in order to get quality out of that second run, even if it's a recovery run. But in the middle of the day, we probably have, what pays the actual bill. So that's where you kind of just have to weigh in like which days will I do doubles, not all the time, and how intense, like are they just recovery run, or is it like hard session and then this is the recovery run? Because even if this is a recovery run, you get the volume, but you might not be recovering just because you've been on your feet or moving around all day. So it's tough. Like no two doubles look the same, and everybody recovers differently.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely find. Yeah, I mean, I do Monday to Thursday are all doubles with Monday, Wednesday are like a gym and easy run, and then Tuesday are an easy run and a session, like a sort of speed session usually, or some kind of speed session, and then any sort of pace, marathon pace or threshold work, like longer threshold stuff's on a weekend usually. But yeah, I just think it's just about being consistent with your sleep, really trying to, and structure your day around knowing you're going to get out. Like the sooner you can get out in the afternoon, the sooner you can get food in and get to bed, and like how you can sort of structure it. Sometimes I'll sneak my double on like a gym day. I'll do the run and the gym at night, so that then I can have like the next morning off after a double run day, if that makes sense. Versus having to do like double run day, run in the morning, gym at night. Like it's just makes it a little bit easier, but it's a lot of volume and time.
Game of an amateur runner trying to break in.
Yeah, it's not easy, but
respect.
It's the work.
Great question. Next one we'll go to Life of Max. Speaking of sessions, he wants to know favourite speed session format. Sure, we've all done a few different speed sessions over the time.
Wow, interesting.
Who's got their favourite?
I love a progressive mile.
Wow.
Can
you explain that?
Please explain that, because we're all
okay.
So about what it is.
You do 1K straight into 400, slightly harder than you did the 1K, and then into 200, slightly harder than you did the 400. So you're just ramping up in pace as the distance of the effort gets shorter.
Progressing through the mile.
And then it's like 2 minutes off, easy, standing rest.
Yeah.
4 or 5 of those, good session.
Nice.
That's somewhat similar to what I was going to say. I just prescribed to a few of my athletes called a ladder. So like you could do it by distance or you could do it by minutes. So it gives them the latitude to do it off the track. Where it's like a ladder could be like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then right back up again. And depending on how strong they are, do several cycles. And the 5 minutes could be like starting at, let's say, marathon pace or goal marathon pace. 4 minutes, a little bit quicker, and then 3 minutes half marathon, then 10K, 5K, or 1 mile, or you can.
Any break in between them, or you just?
Oh yeah, sorry. That'd be mental.
I was like, whoa.
The break. I'm trying to think how to.
I'm never going to Colorado.
Yeah. No, the break. I mean, again, depends on the athlete and how fit they are, but like it could range from like half the rest. So like for 5 minutes, you get 2.5 jog. It's all active, so you're constantly moving. And then all the way down, and then after the 1 minute, you do get 5 minutes, and you go back up, and then you do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
But yeah, it's good session. You get some good volume, and they're just going faster, but also shorter. But they have to pace themselves well, because otherwise, they won't have the legs for the next cycle. Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Your one, 8x800, the marathon predictor session.
Oh, the Yasso 800.
Yasso.
Yeah, 10 by 800.
That was really good.
Yeah.
10 by 800.
You're doing that tonight?
8 by 800.
8 by 8.
Yeah.
Straight after this is the track.
Big.
Happy birthday.
219.
Yeah, 10 by 800 is awesome.
I love
like
that session. But
There's a lot of
you
rest in
only
that
told
session
me
as well.
about like it being a marathon time predictor after the session. I was like, oh damn, I wish I tried harder now. But it's good. I rated it.
I mean, it's like very loose prediction.
Yeah.
But
We did 20 by 400 a few months ago, didn't we?
that was brutal.
That was good. I enjoyed that, surprisingly.
Yeah. 400s are. I feel like if you're kind of like just below like all that sand on a 400, it is a pretty nice, like you can kind of feel like you can tick away at them quite well. If you're doing like 7, like 8 400s, it's like you're sending each one. It's going to be tough, but I'm not a 400. I like 6 or 8 by a K maybe, and then maybe like a couple like 500s at the end as you sort of starting to hit the wall a bit. You can maintain the effort, but for a shorter period. So I think like 6 by a K into 6 by 500 or something like that. Yeah,
I mean, I've only done that one once, 20 by 400s, but I remember very early on, so probably, 14 months ago, call it June of last year, when we were sort of first getting into speed sessions, or certainly I was, 30 on, 30 off. So basic, but you do 20 minutes, I think, or 20 rounds of that, so 20 minutes worth, and did my 5K PB in that when you're essentially like walking or just very slow jogging for 30 seconds. I think it's a good one to do for anyone getting into it. Mac?
Well, I don't do like a lot of speed work like you guys have just mentioned. So I might do a marathon session, if that's right.
Yeah.
I did one before the Goldie, which gave me huge confidence, and I was like,
love that.
all right, I feel like, we could be on here. So it's like 30-minute warm up, and then you go into 2 by 10K at marathon pace. And then in between the 2x10K, I did 3K at threshold.
Whoa.
And then, so you got 10K, 5-minute like recovery jog, 3K at threshold, 5-minute recovery jog, and then back into 10K. And
That's
then,
a goodie.
20-minute cool down.
I'm stealing
it's good.
that.
It's
That's
like
a big
32, 33 Ks.
Yeah, nice.
And like you feel, if you hit it well, you feel like, okay, maybe I could
I'm good
actually,
Yeah.
So that was a fun one.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the moment, no speed sessions down at the track. You're down AM PM on a Thursday morning, right?
Yeah, I'm still kind of training for Melbourne Marathon, so it's like tomorrow I'm doing 5 by 6 minutes. Like that's as kind of as intense as the speed gets. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can tell you my least favourite session, even though no one asked. When Kris and I did on Christmas... It was
You did Boxing Day and we both did it on Christmas.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Stupidly got roped into doing 100 by 100 metre reps.
Yeah.
Wow.
The worst.
We're selling that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my sign. So
Yeah,
I
done.
reckon I could buy that. That was a vibe.
It was
It was
like
probably
40
just
degrees.
Day, it was probably like 30
It was hot.
degrees. I did it at a random oval on
Disgusting.
Christmas morning at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, guys walking their dog. He's like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Just doing laps on a
That's
footy
just,
field. Up
that's
and
just Cam Merrick.
down.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was,
Dog
that
owners.
was brutal.
I feel like a lot of the Australian footballers do that though.
Yeah,
AFL.
well, I'm an Australian footballer, and somehow I got roped into it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got roped into it because you're in a
we'll,
group chat with me.
Yeah.
And
We'll
Yeah.
see how we go again this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't see you
See
there.
what the footballers are up to.
Matt can do it with us.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah. I'm
Amen.
moving back to Mel.
Yeah.
Great question
I think
there.
I'll be back home for that one, unfortunately.
Great question from Life of Max there. Smo and Co. Sam Dreyfus wants to know go-to feed the night before and morning of race day. I know we've spoken crumpets and fueling in general, but what are we having Sunday night or Saturday night, I should say?
It's got to be pasta.
Yeah, I'm just a
It's either
pasta.
pasta or pizza.
I'm a simple pasta man.
Yeah.
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 You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I keep it pretty simple.
Lots of water.
Like those are pretty easy to get anywhere around the world. So like whether
Mm.
you're doing Tokyo Marathon or Sydney, like it's hard to stuff up pizza or pasta. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm going some form of like donburi bowl, sort of Japanese style
saying
teriyaki
you
chicken
like
on rice or something.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
because
like
you
that.
can usually
Savory.
get that.
Get that in Tokyo, right?
Well, you can maybe one day.
The next
So
one.
you can usually get that relatively easy if you're traveling somewhere, like if you're
Yeah.
Uber Eats or whatever, and that
Yeah.
usually doesn't let me down. So
Nice. I realise I didn't really talk about my fueling before, but I would say rice, mince and rice is my
Mm.
go-to throughout the week.
Mm.
Probably do pasta though, Saturday night.
Yeah, I feel like
So,
Noosa and then Gold Coast. I think I just had like
If it ain't broke,
kilograms of pasta in the 2 days before.
don't fix it. Yeah.
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 Hello, the audio listeners of Never Run Alone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are enjoying this episode, we would love you to subscribe, follow, whatever that button says on the platform that it is you're listening to. Please get around the pod. It helps us grow so much. So firstly and foremost, we appreciate you listening. But yeah, please take the time to do that. And if you can, leave a rating and review. We like to say, leave a review for what you think we're worth, but if that's 5 stars, we'd love that. If it's 1, maybe hold off, give us some feedback, open to the DMs, get in touch in any way. Let us know what you'd like us to be doing so we can earn that 5-star rating and continue to grow. We thank you for listening. We thank you for tuning in and sharing. Come one, come all, come listening, come running. Cheers. MozDF on Instagram. Believe it's John D.
oh, yeah, that's one of my mates.
Fenderfer.
Yeah, he's training for New York.
There you go.
Hey.
How do you say his last name?
Diefendeffer.
Diefendeffer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Respect. If he wants to know if you could run in one race next year that you've never run before, what would it be and why?
Start over there.
I feel like you've done every race.
Yeah, that's true actually.
I've done it all. I've ticked every single one
Yeah.
of them.
Pokemon.
Well, we're all talking about doing Boston. I really want to do New York as well next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd like to
I hear that's a good one.
give that a good rip. Yeah, I feel like I'm in, good company with everyone who's, done New York. So I think Boston and New York next year is the two.
There you go.
I'd go Tokyo or Boston.
Yeah.
Those would be my 2.
Are we
Yeah.
doing majors or?
No, it can be anything, man.
Oh.
I think we're so far away from everything. The majors are just the
Yeah,
magnets.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
they just
we're like,
pull
we'll
you
take
in.
anything we can get.
Yeah.
Probably like an awesome trail race like UTMB
Yeah.
or something in Antarctica, like one of those marathons, but they're just so expensive. But
Yeah, I was going to say they're
I feel like
very expensive.
we're in that Chamonix period right now.
We are.
My coach just ran one of the events the other day, and yeah, just the content is you just watch it. It's like postcard
insane.
stuff.
Yeah.
like,
It's
just beautiful.
gorgeous.
Like,
I have a few friends that just did the TSP. I have some friends doing the Nike ACG thing there as well. But yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I just like being in the woods and the trails.
Yeah.
And
that's what I
mountains.
mean. I feel like I'd want to do one over there that's like not so hectic that I'm going to be seeing people pass out.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
the
yeah.
passing out on the side of the road or the trail
Yeah,
is
'cause,
so
like,
scary.
Yeah, I'm like Matty, my coach was like, he was doing, I think, TDS or whatever that
Yeah.
was, it was like 140 something K, and he ended up having to pull out at 90, but he had these videos of like he's walking through the trail and it's just like someone just like passed out on the side of the trail, and like another person
They get
passed
these
out.
like little signs that say,
having
"Don't
a sleep."
don't disturb me. I'm actually having a sleep. Like
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
Yeah.
I've chosen to sit here."
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Chamonix is a great call. Mark, what do you got?
I would be lying if I didn't say Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like being there this year and like seeing the atmosphere and just,
Yeah.
I think Boston, yeah, it's just wild the amount of people that come from all over the world to run Boston. And it's like that, you know, how seriously people take it because there's so many people rocking around that Adidas Boston jacket,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I've seen a few just in the past few days. from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They've
I reckon
arrived.
flown in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you reckon that's because of the qualifier like brings a level of like it's a hurdle that people have to jump over to get there?
I
that
think
it's-
so, yeah. It's
They
kind of
kind of
like
feel
that.
like walking around like I've earned this, and it's
Yeah,
like
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Like I went to the merch store and there's no way I was buying a jacket. I bought like a mug. It's like like every time I
It'd
drink
be
my
fraud
coffee in
watch.
the morning, I'm like
Stolen valor.
still too slow. You know?
Yeah. I'm a
Call you
fraud.
out.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
Well, if
yeah.
it makes you feel better, I mine is just in the closet. I never wear it. So.
No, there you go.
Pull that out, man.
Yeah, it makes you feel better too.
Mack will wear it.
Yeah, enjoy your coffee.
Yeah, love it.
I do.
I'd say Boston as well, but then probably London. I feel like I'd really like to go do that.
That was sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, big Premier League fan. Never been to Europe, so would bounce
You
on over
haven't?
to see the Reds. Never been. No.
Next year.
Mine would be Boston or Valencia, I think.
Oh,
There you go.
Nice
that's
fast
sweet.
rip.
Get
I
on the
was gonna
blue
mention
carpet.
Valencia.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that carpet finish looks so good.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful venue. Yeah.
Yeah, unreal.
Where the king got it done. Andy
Yeah.
Buchanan. Very nice. Cliff Esmiol.
We
Shout
know
out.
Cliff. Yeah. Shout out
Teammates,
to Cliff.
right?
Just for
side?
pickup, but yeah, we play.
Just a
football.
big he's not quite at the standard.
He's not quite
Didn't make the Saturday team.
He's not. Yeah, I don't know. I know.
We
yeah.
love Cliff. I
Yeah.
reckon this is about his 10th question.
Yeah, he's
loves
a
the
devout
question.
listener. I love
Cliff
it.
is like your biggest fan from across the pond.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
definitely beats me.
Met him at the Apple
Yeah.
panel that you spoke on.
Yeah,
in New
yeah.
York
Thanks for
last
coming
year.
out to that.
Love it.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. So Cliff wants to know, what are you guys looking forward to most for the Sydney Marathon, and good luck to everyone running.
Thanks, man.
What are we looking forward to?
As someone who's not running, I am just looking forward to seeing how Sydney comes out for it.
Yeah.
I think while we are in a bit of an echo chamber of like buzz, the amount of people that I've had at work or outside of running who are like, "Oh, are you excited for Sydney Marathon?" Like,
Yeah.
like it's kind of spilling out outside of running circles, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So it'd be awesome to see how everyone just comes out and supports. And
It should be also like for the last couple of weeks, it's been absolutely dire in Sydney, and it's meant to be obviously it's beautiful
perfect
today, and
weather.
then
Yeah.
on Sunday's meant to be perfect as well. So hopefully people are
yeah,
out on course around the harbour, and there's a bit of electricity. Should be good. I'm excited to just pace Rien. I really enjoyed it when I did it earlier this year. Kind of keen to throw down, and we haven't run a race together. I feel like again,
be good, man.
it's
awesome.
It's been
He's a
lot
good
of,
man to run a race with.
Get the
it's-
lead ready, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a
big
lot
time.
of.
You will need to keep me back. If anything's going to stop me from this race, it'll be my eagerness, and I will blow
First 5K, 16 minutes. I just feel good.
Yeah. Well, we start with a fat downhill, and I'm just going to be like yanking it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
yeah, no, I'm just excited to. It's my first major. I'm excited to. Yeah, I haven't done Sydney before either, so it's I can't wait. Really looking forward to it.
Very nice.
Yeah, definitely seeing people come out of the woodworks and just, I feel like it's definitely transcended our little bubble of just like, we talk about running, but I think, yeah, the wider community is definitely showing up, and like there's 35,000 people there. So like guaranteed every single person, or mostly, will have someone or a couple of people coming to watch. So I think the streets will be filled, definitely. I had a year 9 kid the other day asked me if I was going to win the Sydney Mara. So
And what did you say?
I'm like, you know about the Sydney Mara, that's a good thing. I'm not answering that question. though. But also excited to see people that have, you know, done a marathon before and have just done it to tick the box, but are going for it now, like to see how they go. And also people that haven't done a marathon before and like they're doing it as a first time, and it's a Sydney major. It's a major. So yeah, just excited for those people to celebrate the block and get it done and cross the finish line at the Opera House, which is iconic.
It's a good finish line.
Yeah.
For me, aside from like, you know, friends and people like yourselves to hit their goals, really want to see how the GOAT Kipchoge experiences.
Yeah.
He's done everything and he could just come and cruise, but at the same time, a 206, 207 is kind of like a morning run for most of us, right? So just keen to see like how he experiences it and then how Sydney shows up, because it's a wonderful city, and comparing it from last year to this year, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like.
I reckon easily the fastest marathon on Australian soil on Sunday.
I mean, I don't know if he'll win it, but whoever wins it.
The field is so hot.
I think
dynamic.
the record is like 206.
I've got it here, 206.18
for the fastest
man.
on soil
On
or
soil,
Sydney.
yeah.
for Sydney.
Oh, that's going
But
down.
it'd be the fastest. It'd be the fastest at like all as well, I think.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I think Gold Coast is
Handy.
only like 207 or something like that. The record was this year, so it's 207.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 206 will not win.
No.
Not
206.18 Bremen Kip career last year.
Sorry,
there you
Kip
go.
career, that's going down.
Yeah. There you go.
He got done for doping, didn't he? I'm pretty sure.
Did he? There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, join the list.
Asterisk.
Sorry.
He's still on the internet as the record. So
Yeah.
The internet.
turns out it's fine.
Yeah.
What about you, Mac? What are you looking forward to?
I'm the same as you. I like him and Safan. Like,
Yeah.
I think the fact that Sydney can get, you know, two of probably the greatest marathoners ever, or like Safan, just like her, I mean, her resume from
Crazy.
is wild, right? So I think having those two people here, and then again seeing how Sydney turns up for something like this, like I think other cities in the world have had majors for such a long period of time. Like, you know, New York City basically stops for marathon weekend, right? So it's like, how can Sydney sort of, like, I guess it's sort of a trial run this year to see how it goes, and hopefully people turn out for it, and it's not people getting angry about not being able to get across the bridge at 10 a.m. or something.
The bridge is shut for a different reason every
There's
couple
a
of weeks.
tunnel.
It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a tunnel.
Wait, you
Yeah,
used to
true.
it.
Actually, very efficient to get here, I must say, because I'm in Surrey Hills. I don't know what people are complaining about.
No wonder. Nice. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to being paced by the Sweet Prince, the 223 guy. See if he can get me.
DHL.
I botched my pacing job on the Gold Coast, Mimi Blanks. We went out for, I can't even remember now, 135 half. We got on like a 137, which was still a PB, but that first few Ks, just being caught in the crowd, stopped us. But we'll be up the front.
I'm going to be part trafficked for
We'll be
you.
head on a swivel.
Drinks
We'll see how the legs hold out, battling these niggles. But no, very excited. And very much excited to, I think, just get the energy from the crowd. We've mentioned it on here before. It is a running joke, but New York as a major, like you said, Mac, it does bring out a huge crowd. Like the four of us here have run it. And I think Sydney last year, from memory, like was my first time running in Sydney, my second ever marathon, and it was great. But the energy that you get from New York, because there's just so many people out supporting, it felt like we were floating for most of it. Like it didn't feel that hard, which sounds stupid, until maybe like the 30 came up, which is obviously when people start to really feel it, when you're pushing. But I have a feeling, with this weather that's sort of come out this week, it feels like spring has sprung. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Get me excited.
Yeah.
I might have to change my plans.
He's got full send. He's
jump on the
he's
two
coming with us.
Sub 3,
We're going to get like a flying V going on.
What is your PB, by the way, in a marathon?
Oh, that's just it. Like I DNF professionally, so it's whatever I pace, like 252 probably. But
There you go.
Yeah, I could go quicker, but
Well, if you want 240.
Jump on. Yeah, jump on the
I'll
bus.
jump on and then I blow up something.
Love
No
it.
stress. Great question. The last one here that we'll go to, but it weaves us in nicely, obviously already chatting there about Sydney Marathon. But Kurt Maloof, he wants to know, what are we guessing that first place finisher time will be for the men and the women? Now, recapping that, I said Bremen Kip career last year, 206.18. And also last year, Workinesh Edessa. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her first name right. 221.41.
Okay,
Both
course
good.
records are going down.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Both of those are getting smacked, I think. I think I'm going to say the men's will be like 204 low would be my guess. Yeah, 204 low, I think. And then the women's, I'd guess like 218. 2:17, 18.
Do you want to put some change on it? Because this could be a good clip. This
All
could be a
right.
viral prediction moment.
Yeah.
Come on.
What do you
Put
want?
your money where you... I want seconds. If you're going to
Okay.
204 and what?
2:04.13 and 2:17.51. You're gonna write them all down.
Maybe. I
It's
could
on
probably-
video, so
I
you can
could
get it
probably-
later.
Go back and watch this again.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
go on.
Spit
What you
session.
got?
Oh, I'm gonna go 2:18.18 for the girls and angel numbers, and then 2:04.30.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we can't say it once it's been taken, right?
No, you can say it. I mean, go a second either side, I guess.
Yeah.
We can be joint
Closest to the
winners.
pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess as of now, I haven't even looked it up, but usually they have a briefing where they say, like, all right, we want the Pacers to take us out in 61 or whatever. So I've not tuned into that. But yeah, I'll say for the men, 2:03.56, because you took what I was going to say. Yeah, so, which is fast. That's lightning.
That's a quick match.
Actually, you know what?
Crazy.
Hold on. No, I'm going to take it back.
It
It's
is.
Pretty
It is.
nice, right?
Well, not even that. It's just I was thinking like what the fastest in New York because they're comparable. So I'm gonna go 2:05. 2:05.10.
Okay.
What's New York? From, do you know
It's
that?
somewhere around 2:05.
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
comparable.
or 2:04 high, but it's somewhere there. And then for the women, yeah, it's lightning fast. But what won last year? 2:21.
2:21. Yeah.
So I'll say 2:18.47.
Nice.
There you go. By the way, Tamarat Tola has New York record, 2:04.58.
Okay, so I said
There you go.
2:05 something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Mac,
that's fast.
predictions?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking for the men, I'm just going to say Kipchoge's going to win because, like,
Okay.
What a story.
because it couldn't go any better than that, right?
Yeah.
Kipchoge won
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people at Sydney Marathon who are begging that to be the case.
yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Imagine
Like-
if he has a Bradbury moment and the boys in
PR
front
teams
just
are
somehow
just-
stack it.
Fairy
Yeah.
tale stuff. Yeah, true.
Because there's a big hill. That hill finish. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he won't need it, man. He won't need it.
You'll be ahead.
Amazing.
He'll be doing the point as he's coming down the hill.
The
Yeah.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
if the point comes out and he
Oh,
starts
it has
smiling, you
to.
know we're on. You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so I'm going to say EK's going to take the W. 2:05.19.
Okay.
I like it.
Slightly slower
Prime
than
number
mine.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Women's, I'm just going to say Safan's going to win it.
Yes.
You're going
Love
out on a
that.
limb
Yeah,
here.
why
Yeah.
not?
The
Go for the multi.
unknowns.
I
Yeah.
think maybe a little
Bonus
bit
bet.
slower than what's been said. I'm going to go like 2:19.07.
2:19.07.
Okay, you're just slightly off me. I think I said 18:47. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's reasonable. Yeah.
I just based my answers off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus five.
Typical.
Yeah.
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 Just copying your homework.
Yeah.
Have a look for
What did
changes
you write
there.
down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus one.
Plus one.
I'm going to take it because you guys have gone first, everyone. I'm going to first Australians.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I reckon first Aussie will come through in 2:08.40.
Okay.
Which will be?
Sam Clifford.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
On the pod tomorrow.
yep.
Special guest tomorrow, Sam Clifford. Oz 10K champ.
I reckon there's such a hot field. I think that, yeah, it will be amazing.
And the girls?
And the girls?
will be. I reckon 2:21.
Oz record.
Wow.
Is that an Oz record?
Yeah.
That's what won last year too.
But that's the Oz record's 2:21 for the women.
Okay.
Who do you reckon's going to get it? Stenson?
Pomp.
And Pomp's got it.
I reckon
Or-
Pomp's got it.
I reckon Pomp will get it too. It's a second
Although
hour, right?
Stenson at Goldie really fell back. Like
blew
she blew up. But whether that was strategy, saving herself,
Yeah, I reckon
who
Pomp's
knows?
got it. Second Mara, get the W.
Love
for
the Pomp.
women.
Okay.
She's
Love
a good
it.
egg.
All right.
You can
I'll have to
sense
look
it.
that up.
Don't know it
Yeah.
There's too
personally.
many numbers floating
Yeah.
around for me to do, but as they
You
say
can
in
collate it.
football, running will be the winner.
Hey.
Absolutely will be.
Nice cop
So,
out.
there you go, Sydney Marathon. We should jump into a bit more. I guess I want to talk majors. Roberto, you've run a few majors, I'm guessing. I don't know the exact amount, but Mac, you've obviously run New York. You were there for Boston, Sydney as well. We've discussed it. I think it's been a long journey. We've got a bit of a Tempo magazine here as well, featuring a whole bunch of articles, which I'm yet to delve into, but just flicking through it earlier today is big.
Transfer notice.
Yeah.
I'd love to know from you, Roberto, maybe how many majors you have run,
Yeah.
and running Sydney last year. You've been here now almost a week in
Yeah.
Sydney. What's the change from your perspective in, I guess, what's taken Sydney to get to this point as a major marathon?
Yeah, it's a loaded question, but thank you. Yeah, I would say like the buzz, like being the only person here from outside Australia and New Zealand. I've been hearing about Sydney since last year. Like the minute it became a major, it seemed like the temperature went up, and I was so fortunate and grateful to be able to come last year and experience it the way I did, and that immediately gave me like a bit more authority, because people in my circle and all over were like, hey, you did it last year, what's it like the people, the crowds, this and that, and trying to compare it to maybe other majors that they've done. So I would say what thing that stands out about Sydney is got like the unique Australian vibe, and that's what I love about each major that I've done, and I've done all of them minus Tokyo. I'll probably do that next year. But you go to Berlin and it's like very proper, and like the people are cheering, but like it's very German. You go to New York, which I think 4 of us have done, and like you just see the wildest signs, and people are just saying the weirdest things, and it's just like it's New York, it's in your face, but it's also like you run through the Bronx and whatever. So with Sydney, it's just got that Aussie flavor, and I want to see what it compares like this year to last year, because the world is taking notice. Like there's, as you said, there's like Boston jackets, London jackets. I'm seeing like all the major shirts and jackets for people doing shakeout runs. So yeah, I'm just really blessed to be able to experience all these races around the world and get to meet people on the way.
Love that. Mac, you weren't here last year for Sydney, but New York, and you said Boston, which was big. You obviously have run Boston.
Yeah, this year I did Boston and London
There you go.
in the same week.
Yeah, whoa.
That's a huge.
That's a big week.
Yeah, back that
Pace
up.
both of those. That's why I'm trying to cruise in Sydney.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Mate.
But yeah, what's the view from your lens? I guess I'd love to talk as well about what are we calling this? Is it?
This is the Tempo Sydney 2025 edition. So yeah, I guess with Sydney being its first year a major, we wanted to do something that people could sort of be able to take home and remember what Sydney was. So we've got some really cool stories in here from community ambassadors. There's a piece
Put it up for the
on
camera here.
there's a piece on Ike and Safan, and then we have some homegrown Aussie stories in there. And then there's also like a little poster and city guide for people to be able to take home, stick on their wall, put their name on it, and write their time down and stuff. I won't talk too much about what's in it, so people can go and find it themselves. But
Where
yeah,
can people find it as well? Because this pod will be out probably early tomorrow.
yeah. So if you're in Sydney, you can find it at Cache.
Put you
You
on
can
the spot.
find it at Hoka, the On Soft Hub. You can find it at
Unofficial shakeouts. Saturday
Unofficial Shakeout Saturday morning.
Pretty much anyone is doing any kind of running activation.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
Yeah. Up the
Everywhere.
Athletics and Tracksmith store, supply store, above the clouds. And then it's going to be at a whole bunch of different like hotels, cafes, bars that are all in the city guide. So if you're floating around Sydney, you should see it. And if you see it, take a photo of it, tag us in it. We'd love to
Awesome.
see where you
Nice.
are. Yeah.
Mad. Am I right in saying you've been at Tempo since the start of this year?
Yeah.
Tempo Journey?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Right. So previously New Zealand,
Yeah.
came over. I'd love to know, because I think it was shortly after Sydney last year that it was announced as a major. Am I right? Or was it after New York? I think it was just after New York that it got announced.
Around that time.
Oh, it was literally that Sunday afternoon. I
Right.
think.
Yeah,
It was
in
like
New
people
York.
crossing the line, getting their 6th star, and then this 7th got it.
Oh.
announced.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, you're like, all right.
I've
book the
completed
flights.
it.
Yeah.
No, you
Run
haven't.
it back.
Yeah. One more to go.
You've come in start of the year. I guess I'd love to know, like, it seems like a lot of work has gone into this, and something like this doesn't just happen overnight. You've got some articles in there, won't spoil it for people who come, but some of Australia's best marathoners are in there.
Yep.
Can you maybe talk to just the effort that went into putting it all together?
Yeah, man. I think like making things to go online is a lot easier than making a physical thing, because there's just so many more moving parts that go into it. And like, I've played a very small part in pulling this together. We've had a lot of incredible contributors that have helped make this what it is. So, our editor, DR, he wrote some of the amazing pieces in there. We've also had another contributor, Tara Meekins, who's a Sydney Marathon community ambassador. she did the whole ambassador story in there, and then you know, from a content lens, which is sort of where I stepped in, you know, working with incredible photographers from around the world to get all of these images. Like, you know, we've got EK on the front, which is just insane to, you know, obviously just the crossover world's best marathoner and you know, marking his first time in Sydney. So yeah, I'm very proud of it, and
Good.
we're excited to do the next one.
The next one in Sydney? Is that what you mean? Or the next print you're alluding
next
to, maybe a
edition.
Melbourne, maybe a Melbourne one?
Maybe New York City,
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep your eyes peeled, yeah.
Got a scoop.
I love a physical copy of something. I feel like it's so rare these days.
Yeah.
But just like a little flick through a magazine or flick through a brochure or a journal, it's so rare, and it's just like, oh.
It's a nice touch.
Tangible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I love things like that. I've got a little, like, I have like a little box each year that I'll, you know, tuck away cool things from
all your goodies.
marathons or whatever. So I think having something like that's really cool.
For sure.
Just sort of, you know, it sort of embodies what we're all about at Tempo, which is like, you know, how can we elevate running culture? And I think this is for anyone, whether you're a, you know, like a 219 guy like Cam or
We can't be putting that out there. I'm not there yet. Aspirational.
Manifestation.
223
Yeah,
guy.
sorry, you're a
I'm not a
220
240 guy.
you're
Yeah.
a 223 guy
He's
like
a
Cam,
fraud.
Yeah.
or, you know, you're just floating around a coffee shop in Sydney and you just happen to see it. You know, there's like there's something in it for everyone, and like whether that inspires you to run or inspires you to run Sydney or whatever, I think you know, it's sort of doing its part. So
Will it be available online at some point, or no, print only?
it's going to be only in Sydney, and we've got about 1,000 copies in Melbourne. So flick us a DM. We'll try and get you one.
Nice. Very
I
cool.
think it's also good to have things like that in, like you said, like coffee shops, hotels, things like that, where people who maybe aren't, it's not front of their mind. You know, you see a newspaper somewhere and you kind of just, you see the front page and you're like, oh, what's that? You move
You
on,
flick
whatever.
through it,
But the same thing for this, like it just kind of brings another eye onto, this is all about running. Oh yeah, the Sydney Marathon. Like, you know, seeing that as like a physical thing gives another avenue for people to get into that Sydney Marathon mood.
Love it.
Roberto, we wanted to ask, like, this is the first Sydney major, right? Have you run a first major outside of Sydney?
No, that's actually.
This is your first major?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when Tokyo would have been around, and what would the one before that, Berlin or something like that? I feel
honestly
most of
have
them would
no
probably
idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tokyo's pretty new, I think. Like
Yeah, that's probably the latest one. But obviously, that's not, you
2010s.
haven't run that one.
Yeah,
so,
I've not done it. I was going to do it this year, but, you know, life happens. So, yeah, no, it's, like I said, it's just exciting to compare last year to this year. Like, I look forward to the entire experience from waking up, getting to the start village, like security, seeing the other runners, and just like there's this like energy in the air that anybody who's run a major marathon, not meaning a world major, but like a big marathon, like however you come into that space, you come in, but then like you feel the energy of people like being nervous, people sitting down, hanging out. Like I got to see that in a big way in London this year, because that's like a very, very large starting area. Like for those who have not done it, it's like a massive field, like a Braveheart type battleground, and there's just people laid out everywhere as far as the eye could see, and you just like feel the energy, and it's cool. So yeah, for this year in Sydney, like I've done it before, similar course obviously, but like the temperature, as I said, is leveled, is heightened, and I just look forward to experiencing that.
I wonder if this would be the earliest start of a major, because I
It's
know
early.
London is quite late, and I haven't done my research,
New
but
York,
I feel
you're
like
getting on those buses at like 4 a.m.
But what
But
time
you
do
don't
they
that
start?
early.
Yeah,
New York starts at 9 at the earliest,
Yeah.
and then, but yeah, Sydney is
You
like
mean the
people
gun
have,
time?
people have to go to work or something in Sydney.
It's early start.
It's a heat thing, yeah.
It would
Usually.
definitely be a heat
Yeah.
because like by 7:30 the sun
It's warm.
will be
It's
up.
Yeah.
up, if you're starting at 9,
Yeah.
finishing at midday,
Cooking. Yeah.
no dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like last year was what 15th of September the marathon,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
even closer to sort of
Bit
that
into
daylight
spring where it
savings
really
in
does
spring.
pick up.
Yeah.
Whereas I guess they've moved it probably for a few reasons, maybe that earlier, but also Berlin
Yeah,
being
so it's not so
21st
close to Berlin.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
tough double.
would be the
Yeah.
main thing. Don't want to
Unless you want to run them both in a week.
Yeah.
I did do it last year. I
There
did,
you go.
Yeah.
I did Sydney, then I went to Berlin
Of course you
with
do.
a
Crazy.
layover in my house to pick up my family. But yeah,
Crazy.
I had a question for you, Roberto, and it kind of goes to obviously I'm pacing Rien this weekend, but Ella and I paced a marathon earlier this year at Noosa. which I think we both really, really enjoyed. I like personally, it was a whole new way to even just the build up as well. You know, you obviously are a coach and Pace have done it more than just the once that I've done it. But you also have the weeks before where you kind of on the phone, you're G'ing them up, maybe calming them down, maybe they're building the confidence, maybe settling them down. There's a whole bunch of different things you're doing. Yeah. So there's that element to it as well. But how do you personally, as an ex-professional runner, and I'm a very competitive person myself, how do you scratch that competitive itch with that sort of coaching and pacing? And is that how you sort of, I guess, find that competition mindset?
Yeah. I think it's just like the itch, aside from football, which is like, as I said, balls, like in the running space, I just like expect more out of myself.
Yep.
Like, it's no longer, if I train hard, I'm going to go out there and run fast. It's more like, how can I be a better coach each year? And how can I be a better coach? Because like, if I was coaching all of you here, and I think there's 5 of you, like, regardless of your goals, you're like, I have to coach you differently because what makes you tick, maybe you respond better to long runs, you know, whatever it is. So like, my challenge each year, each cycle with people I coach is like, how can I be the best coach for you? How can I be the best coach for you? And sometimes I'm coaching people second and third cycle, so that makes it a little bit easier, but that also makes it like a level up. Whereas if I'm coaching somebody for the first time, the challenge or that itch is like, okay, I have even less time to get to know them, download their information, and get the most out of them. And that's like both physically and mentally. So I've just been doing a lot of mental preparation and mental work with these people that come to me and they think of a marathon or whatever race as just a physical execution, which it is. Obviously, you have to move your legs and your body, but like the mental side of things is where like I'm starting to dive deeper and deeper, and I could like go into it. But yeah, so like that's how I scratch that itch. So it's not necessarily a victory for me. Like if in a room of 5, I coach you to a PB. It's more like, did I make you a better runner than you were when you came? And did I give you the tools to like run for life or run longer? Because like, I don't want to burn you out, and I also don't want to get you a PB, but like I hated the training. I did what he told me, but I really hated it. One and done. It's like, no, I want you to love running and ideally spread that love to other people, like pay it forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
You touched on it. I think like for coaches, I think the most important thing is getting your athlete obviously to the start line, but then getting them through the finish line and them going, cool, I want to do that again. Not like, I don't think there's any victory in getting a PB and just blowing up so much that you're like, I absolutely hated that. What am I doing? I'm done. Getting them to the end and going, okay, what are we doing next week? Like, that's the biggest victory you can ask for.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, you know, I'm behind the scenes. I'll probably maybe in a future pod talk where like I'm working with this new startup called Cairo. It's a like meditation app, and it's just about like how I could bring what I've already been doing for so many years in that meditation space to like help people. Because like sometimes, and I've experienced it myself, like I was, there's probably footage of it, but like I was like kind of crying at the Olympics at the start line because I was just so nervous. And like I wanted to be there, but I was just so nervous. I was so tense. I was like, and it was like, you can't get the most out of yourself. It's like, I want to get it over with. Like, no, like this is like Sydney Marathon is your Olympics, or New York or Boston is like, so like working through these, you know, processes and meditations and ways that you could like look at the performance enhancing like benefits through like being lighter and like letting go and being kinder to yourself. It makes it so like you're not looking forward to just getting it over with, whether you run a PB or not, but you're looking forward to like the journey and the experience. So it's a new project for me, and it's like, how can I reach more people? Because at the end of the day, I can't coach everybody, and I can't pace everybody. So it's like, you know, through this app that I'm working with the founders, it's going to be like hopefully a game changer in that space.
Awesome.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I think, just those, I just think that like,
be good, Ella.
those, I know we've spoken about it on previous pods, but when you get to, like you see it with, especially this being Sydney, and we spoke about how many people this is their first one. I think the fact that Sydney became a major also got a lot of people out of, you know, maybe they're hobby runners, maybe they've done a half marathon once in their life, but they're like, all right, I'm ready to lock in and do a marathon block for Sydney and actually give it a serious go. Like I've got a couple of friends who it's their first one, and it's, you know, as people who run, you know, very regularly, it's amazing to watch them progress throughout that block, but not just physically, and watch them smash goals and their expectations shift, but also their mentality of, you sort of shift from fear to excitement of it being a really big challenge and getting to that 30K mark where it's going to, it's going to be really hard, but you're kind of leaning into it being difficult. I think once you get to that point, that's where you sort of won the training anyway. And that's the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will certainly say, and a shout out to, the unofficial crews that having been to several of those runs now, like what you all are doing there is so wonderful in the space of running, because you have people who are timid and like scared about running, and they go there and they have such a good time, and over like weeks of going there they start to make friends with different people, and then you have people who are new to the sport mixing with people who have run their first marathon, so it's more relatable versus people who have run heaps of other marathons and fast, and you just bring all these people together in such a like awesome, fun, supportive environment, and like the sport grows, and then they're like, yeah, we'll sign up for a 5K or a 10K or whatever, because marathon isn't the end all be all. So
for sure.
So yeah, but then obviously once you step up to something like that, it's fantastic to see people embrace the journey, because if you can really enjoy the journey as much as the destination, it's going to make it so when you cross the line, as you said, you're like, that was awesome, like I want to do this again, whether you hit a PB or not, because you've actually enjoyed the whole ride.
Totally.
How do you look at coaching, Mac? Are you coached?
Yeah, I'm coached by one of my good friends back home called Andy Good, and I think, like you said, there's the benefit of the fact that like I've worked. So his first time coaching me was for New York City, which was quite interesting because we only had like a 7-week runway. But like since that point, he's we've gone through multiple different sort of like marathon blocks, and I think having a coach is a big unlock because it removes a lot of the mental pressure of like, what do I need to be doing? Like, do I need to do this session or do I do this session? Like, you just can think about the running, which I think sometimes if you're like, like locking in for something, being able to have someone there to like help guide you and obviously have more experience than you makes that whole process like a lot easier. So, yeah, I would, if you're trying to get serious about running, I'd definitely recommend like getting a good coach.
There you go. Not maybe a copy and paste of the old training takes as Ella has done for this particular block.
Don't out me, okay?
We've spoken about it on
Coach ChatGPT.
Not far off.
Nah, I would never go ChatGPT.
The way to ChatGPT.
I bought a Training Peaks program
Yeah.
for Gold Coast, and then I was so lazy that instead of buying a new one or making another one up, I literally just copied and pasted the last 5 weeks of that and just brought it into Sydney.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. I was going to say
it didn't work.
I was going to say
Well,
Probably because you forgot to eat. That's still ringing in the back. But you have the talent.
Didn't copy
she's
and
got
paste that.
potential to get there.
Do you have any coaching spaces available? I feel like there's a nice alignment happening.
No, happy to
He won't
chat.
pace me. He won't coach me.
No. I'll coach and I'll pace you.
Double.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love it.
Come on.
It'll have to be virtual. I can't come down to Australia every week.
Yeah.
Very cool. We've got the course here. I don't know if we want to discuss that, but before we go into maybe a bit of an Oz athletics preview, which is something we do each week, and we're going to chat specifically about the Aussies running the marathon and maybe preview. I know we've already sort of touched on it. Was there anything else people want to chat about the course? You boys, you'll be out on the course, Mac? What are you going to be up to?
I'm going to be ideally at the start and finish with my beautiful media accreditation.
I'm official, folks.
Yeah, I think it's got like a selfie of me on it, so that's kind of cool.
Nice.
Dimly lit mugshot from
Not even joking. I had to scroll probably like to November last year to find like a decent photo of me, without a hat on. I'm gonna be out on course, just capturing the vibes.
I mean, one thing you do brilliantly through all of your YouTube, through your short form stuff on socials, is tell a great story. What is a story that you're hoping to capture? Are you strictly doing photos? Are you doing any video stuff?
Just video. Yeah, we got photographers out on course who are much better than I am, so really looking forward to seeing how they capture the day. It's going to be mainly like general marathon vibes, and then as much content of Dave as I can get as possible. So Dave Stoff, who we're doing some work with around the weekend, so following him around in the morning, and then hopefully getting to the finish line depending on how hard it is to get from A to B. I haven't figured that part out yet, so we'll see how we go.
Nice.
I think the metro rail will be your friend.
Love it.
Very nice, very nice. A quick message from our sponsor, Aid Station. They say that the first discipline is nutrition, and completely agree. If whether you're going out for a long run or a tempo session, speed session, or just in general going for a run. Alone, just spell out what the podcast title is. Hopefully you get it right and you'll get a nice little discount. So thank you to Aid Station. Thank you to the team there, Jimmy, Metz, and everyone. We appreciate it. Appreciate you listening as well. And obviously if you use that code, you're not only supporting the podcast, but you're supporting yourself and your body going out. Well, shall we get into, I guess, a bit more of a preview of this Oz Athletics? You're the man who knows all the times. Let's test that knowledge.
No, I was going to say, I mean, we spoke about it last week. I think it's just reflecting on, I mean, we spoke just then about how close they can get. I think I just wanted to, I guess, reiterate what I said last week about, like, get out and watch. This is about as good as an Australian field in one marathon as there's ever been. You've got, Brett Robinson, who was the Oz marathon record holder. He's still the half marathon record holder. And he's sort of been building up to this. You've got some exciting young debutantes who are going around. You've kind of got this middle ground of people who are not necessarily like over the hill or anything like that. Like Brett Robinson's still, crushing what he's doing. And there's a couple other guys who are in that range. But you've also got this exciting crop of young guys who are on debut. Some guys who haven't run in Australia really in a while. And then probably on the other side of the women is, again, you've got a similar message of, Waitman, who's run 4 or 5 Olympics, which is amazing. Stenson, who's won a Com Games gold medal. She's, kind of at the top at the moment. And then you got Pompiani, who's kind of, again, she's the up-and-comer she's won one marathon and she's been crushing sort of any event around Australia from a 10 to half.
Fastest marathon debut.
I think so.
Yeah,
right?
she's with Bat Doyle. I think in Japan.
Yeah, they ran in Japan for their debut. But I think just there's no excuse to not get out, let alone the elites like Kipchoge and Hassan who are out there. But I think part of becoming a major is really embracing local talent and getting around the people who are local. I mean, I saw an interview with Brett Robinson from this morning where he was talking about, kind of jokingly talking about a home field advantage, but realistically, like, it's just going to be crazy. I think it's important to get around the local guys who again, probably a lot of people maybe haven't heard of or aren't aware of, and it's a way for, I guess, the top level of Australian running to sort of get some more exposure and build into that. We don't often get to have that top level, and I think Australia has got a massive crop of young guns coming through. It's kind of the right time to be getting into Oz Athletics, and Sydney becoming a major is a perfect time for that. So.
And I think, just sorry to interrupt you, just off the back of that, I think Oz Athletics has jumped on that bandwagon, and in throwing a whole lot of money at all of the Aussies and making that prize pool quite large.
135k, right?
They've actually
prize pool.
They're backing the Aussies, and they're kind of going, we're throwing money at it, so you can get on course and cheer for the elite and kind of semi-elite Aussies as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheer for Rien MacDonald. Getting his
Yeah, he doesn't need any more cheers.
Yeah, don't cheer for me. I'll run faster.
Yeah, I'll be saying, leave it. He's already.
Whenever I see those signs or little kids giving high fives, you hit the sign and then you just go faster. It's just the natural.
It's gonna be like behind, be like pull back.
Yeah.
You need to run with noise cancelling headphones.
He's like a horse. I think it needs blinders on.
Yeah. Like a horse.
Yeah, exactly right.
Put one of those dog cones on it.
throw the gels in there.
Love it.
Great stuff. Or shall we jump into buy and sell as the sort of next little thing? We've been thinking about it. We've got 2 debutants in the buy and sell. Maybe we'll give them a few more minutes to think, unless Mac wants to go first.
I'm keen to hear what other people have to say. I've got mine, but
that's good.
I'm going to throw to Boudakin.
Don't, because I haven't thought of one yet.
You haven't thought of one?
Give me 30 seconds.
Outrageous.
All right. You want to go? Or you want me to go?
I want you to go.
All right. I'm buying the buzz around a first-time marathoner. It's kind of a rogue thing, but one of my best mates who is a listener of the pod.
Shout out.
One of my favorite things of this block has been following his journey and watching him go from, like, he's a very good footballer is how I met him, and yeah, he's a weapon. But he sort of hung up the football boots this year and has sort of got into running. And just watching him, he's a very committed guy, and he's been locked in on training. And just we had went back and forth with some voice notes the other day on a run, just talking, just the excitement around, you know, the prep and your first taper and how you do all that stuff is just I've really enjoyed watching. And then similarly to the point before around people who are coming into a race where maybe they've just done a first marathon, it was just a finish, and this is the first one they're actually sending. Getting around people, talking around their pacing plans, how they're going to do it, like all that stuff has just been like, for me personally, who I'm not racing this one, but I've loved getting around people who have sort of caught the bug. That's the biggest thing for me.
I'm not racing this one.
I still runs 240.
Yeah. 240. It will also be your second fastest marathon. Am I right in saying? Yeah.
Around that, depending on, you know.
Yeah,
how fast they can go. Yeah.
Because your current second fastest is 242.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's a big
It
drop.
should at least be top 3.
So don't let Cam down.
All right. You thought of one yet?
Nope.
Or should I go back? I'll go to Kris.
Yeah, I got nothing yet.
No. I've got one.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I was really locked in listening to you.
I'm buying, planning and preparing for the morning of, because there's so many things that you have to think of, you have to actually do, you have to get right, trains, metros, times, all of that. And as someone who runs quite frantically and doesn't prep or plan much, I'm buying this, first of all, the Sydney Marathon Handbook, because that actually has so much information in it in terms of like maps and visuals and guides and everything like that. Shout out
She's freaking out, man.
Shout out to whoever did that, because that is an absolute goat of a handbook. It's not quite Tempo Journal, but it's getting there. But I think planning and prep is really important, just because there's so many variables, especially on the day, that you often can't control, but the things that you can control, try and get them locked down and in place. Yeah.
Live, laugh, love it.
Peace and love.
Farrenkothen, what you got?
I'm buying the kind of the bootleg races that are popping up.
Okay.
So Fury's run on Friday night.
Is that a pun intended? For you?
For my own bootleg.
Too early. Too soon.
You were all thinking it.
Like you got the Fury's one on Friday night, which, I mean, we have zero information on. Cam's running.
I am running.
It'll be a bit of fun.
We'll be there watching.
We'll be there watching and cheering.
What's the distance?
It's
5K.
not
No,
like
it's
5K with like.
I know, but I'm not telling you.
Hey.
One of us has
Patreon
the
will.
information.
Patreon.
Come on, Mac.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm muting you for the rest of the show.
He actually did it to me last week, so watch yourself.
That was just Mother Nature that did that to her. It knew.
And then there's an on one tonight as well, where I think the winners can.
I think it's on right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Epic.
In the city.
Wow.
Fastest
join,
like kilometre, right?
Fastest, I think it's maybe 3Ks on a treadmill or something like that, or I don't know, most amount of distance.
Just
in a
turn it
certain
up real
amount of
fast,
time.
man.
Yeah, hang on.
And throw it off the back of it.
But I think those kind of things that pop up around a marathon, where people who might have missed out on a ticket can still be involved in the marathon
The
weekend.
vibes.
Yeah,
Good
important.
point.
I'm buying that.
Why not? Beautiful.
Great buy.
Mac Dewar. What you got?
I am buying, and I'm going to, for lack of a better term, more slower runner influencers. And it sort of stems from an article we have in here about this really incredible community ambassador called Lucia. And if you're just listening to us, I'm talking about the Tempo Journal, Mac. Yeah. She is the 7-hour pacer for Sunday, which is just insane.
That's
like,
we've spoken about this on the pod before, where I think like there's two ends of a marathon. The guys that are elite and running 2:05, whatever, unbelievable. The guys that are out there for 7 hours, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
Unbelievable.
that time on feet.
yeah.
A lot.
Like, I can't imagine running for, I ran 3 hours and 5 minutes of Gold Coast. I can't imagine trying to be out there for double that time.
Yeah.
Plus an hour, you know, like there's just no way. So, and she's got this incredible story. She's like she's a 6-star runner, so she's run all the majors. She's running Sydney, so she'll have her 7th. And just when we posted the piece online, just the amount of like feedback that was coming in around like, you know, I wish there was more people like Lucia in the community that we could get around. So yeah, I'm buying some more of that on social.
Huge.
Because otherwise I feel like there's, you know, from the outside looking in, maybe if you're like just getting into running, there's a lot of sort of elitism within the sort of running influence space, and you know, completely guilty myself, like trying to chase faster times or whatever. But a little bit more of that, I think, would be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
as
like
long as
it.
you're out there moving, hey? Like
That's it.
That's
the
it.
beauty
That's
of the
it.
marathon.
Yeah.
Get across that finish line. I like
Exactly
it. I like
Yeah.
it. Roberto.
Yeah, one thing I'll say on that, my philosophy on that is like the person running 205, if they're given 100%, they have that talent level, that's what they're doing. But the person running 7 hours, if they're given 100%, that's where their ceiling or talent level is, like they're working just as hard. So
100% is 100%.
So yeah, I
Right,
love
yeah.
that perspective.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, for me, since I can only do one, I guess I'm selling like the over technification of running, if that's even a word.
Okay.
Just like call me old school, but like there's just like so much tech out there, and I think a lot of it is great, but when a new runner's coming in, it could seem like it's raising the barrier of entry. Like you feel like you need
Yeah.
these $300+ carbon shoes, you need the latest smart watch, you need the heart rate monitor, you need blah 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 blah, and like it could be overwhelming. And I see that when I'm coaching people. So like I love for people to just return to basics and like build up into it, both on your bank account but also like your education evolution of running. But don't feel like on day one you need like $1,000 of gear
Before you
no
go
idea.
out. Yeah.
yeah, like you haven't run
Literally.
a marathon or a half or
Wow.
whatever, and you're just spending all this money. So and then just selling that and kind of returning a little bit to like basics.
Love it.
Love
This
that.
is like
Where's it gonna sell?
unpopular opinion, but the whole like shoe rotation
Yeah.
game, I'm like 3 years ago, that was never a thing. Like that didn't exist.
Oh really?
In terms of like everyone that was running just like ran with the one pair of shoes. I know
Yeah.
certainly like I didn't have 5 pairs of shoes that I was rotating through. Like I feel like on that bandwagon,
Yeah.
just simplifying running. I know there's so much going on in the running world at the moment, but like
Yeah.
if you're just starting off, if marathon's not even in your picture, like just get out there with a pair of shoes and just start slow.
Or at least simplify the starter kit, if you
Yeah.
will. 'Cause,
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
if you have the money on unlimited funds, whatever, but even then, like there should be an education, a process of getting in.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, okay, here's $1,000, give me this starter kit, and like I don't know how to read my watch. I don't know, like should I be doing all my runs in my carbon plated shoes? Now my shins hurt, now my calves hurt. It's like no, take it easy. But
Yeah.
so
Agreed.
selling that probably won't endear me to a lot of the brands out there, but come at me, bro.
You gotta have a good sell.
Can I add to that?
Please.
Can
Of
I
course.
sell? Can I sell something?
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
Love it.
This is relatively new for me, but I'm selling wearing like a smartwatch all the time. Like I wore my Garmin for
saw
like
a post about this
5 years, but it got to the point where it's like I would wake up in the morning and check it and saw that I had a bad sleep, and that would set the tone for my day.
Oof, yeah.
Or I'd
Yeah.
I'd randomly check my heart rate or something. So I'm just like it's gone now.
Yeah.
I don't get notifications on it. I just wear it for when I go running, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Don't get a bad
I-
tan line.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Since injuring myself, I haven't put my watch back on. And it's actually been really nice, just like a disconnect thing. Obviously, I still wear a Whoop, but it's less, I feel less connected, and I totally agree with
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
so nice to just kind of check out for a minute.
Especially with the sleep score and recovery and things like that. Like I really struggled with the Whoop when I would look at it in the morning and be like, oh, it's in the orange or yellow or whatever it was. I'm not gonna, when I run today, it's gonna feel shit. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to get out of your head for that.
Totally.
And even like before a race, you're not going to sleep the best, and then like therefore your recovery or score is impacted. And
I've only ever had red recoveries before
Yeah.
marathons.
yeah,
It sounds about
Which
right.
is horrific.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think you almost like sometimes if you lose the ability to actually like feel how you feel, rather than like just getting
That's where I
some
started, yeah.
information. Yeah.
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 So I think it's nice to just.
I call
like
it
it.
running naked. I think I wrote about that in one of my newsletters, but like it's not literally nude, but it's like every now and then, whether you're an experienced runner or not, it's nice to go out for a run. It's like, okay, I'm leaving the watch behind, or if you must wear it, just like I'm not looking at it, I'm not even starting
Run
it.
to feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love that. Yeah.
I was going to say I was
stuff.
going to buy running naked, but I won't now.
I mean, go for it. You might get
Depends
arrested.
like
He's actually gonna
what
do it tomorrow.
context.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Do it on Sunday, you reckon?
Yeah.
Tech free. Yeah.
Might make the 240 in a bit harder. No, I'm buying race week haircuts.
That's expensive.
Race week haircut.
Go
Okay.
on, you got it. You two
Yeah.
got
Did
it.
you get one?
Race week haircuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's looking-
I got one on Saturday,
looking
which I think
fresh.
you've got it the weekend before. So
Yeah, yeah.
essentially, leading into race week, you get a haircut, Ella's got.
She's got race week
Okay,
hair, race week
I
nails.
just washed and actually
Did you
dried
not?
my hair, so everyone
No,
calm
you've
down.
got
It
colour
looks
in
like
your
it
hair.
got colour.
When I wash it, it goes blonder. I know that's gonna.
I thought
literally,
I was
you're
actually
gonna
Shirt coming
lose your
off of
mind.
it, right?
I fully
I
thought
was-
you'd got to
No, no.
Going to compliment you after the pod on your new hair.
I mean, I
but
fully did.
never
It's
I did as well.
gotta take it back.
Yeah.
I don't
She
think
just
I've
took
ever
a
seen
shower.
you with washed hair then. That's what that means.
Yeah.
All right.
Purple shampoo.
There you go.
I know
Well,
your minds are going.
So just before a race, you wash your hair like once a
I don't
cycle.
cut it or wash it. Oh, I don't wash it very often.
You get your
But
nails done
Race
though.
week
But
nails.
you got race week nails. That's for the gals.
Well, my last haircut was the week of Gold Coast, so that's 7 weeks ago.
Feral.
I'm more like around a 2-month operator these days.
I like it.
Yeah, it used to be a
Which is-
three
Makes you
one every
feel
3 weeks ago.
makes you feel good.
Just lock
Bit
it.
of pizzazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Feels
Yeah.
streamlined.
Gotta look good because you can't get it on the day,
Aerodynamics.
or obviously you can't get it the day before.
Why
a
not?
big event like you
Nah,
can't
it
get
needs
it
a
the
couple
morning of
days
a
to
wedding.
grow in.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's a
Oh,
growing
okay.
period.
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mac knows.
Back in your box.
I mean, you haven't had a haircut in how long? You've just outed yourself. I fully
Long
thought
time.
you'd had one.
Yeah.
So that's
Are you going headband on Sunday?
We'll go the
best
headband.
believe.
Has to.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get a
Has to.
headband to match him.
Business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go.
Maybe
Wow.
I need a headband.
I actually can't locate my black headband, which is New York, but I've been rocking the white. And
The
I
white's
think the
looking
white,
good
the
now.
white suits me.
I reckon you want the white.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that little bit of like sun hitting that black thing absorbing it.
Yeah,
Definitely
no
don't think
good.
I
good.
have the hair to rock the headband, but I'd like to,
We can do it. We can do it.
Yeah,
We've got
awesome.
black kit, singlet shorts, white shoes, the Super Comp V5s.
Good
First
ear.
time
I have
I'm
to wear
going
them as well.
to be running in them in about an hour's time down at the
I
track
think
with
I will as
Cam.
well.
And
You're
then
running with me?
the white headband, I will be. You'll be pacing me, right?
Yeah,
8x800.
Hang on.
Superb. I think that's everything. Anyone else? Any
Wow,
final
what an
thoughts?
That's it, man.
Boys?
Great show.
Yeah, no, happy to be here. Looking forward to episode or visit number 4, the future pod. But yeah, thanks for having me. Congrats on everything. Good to meet you all.
And if you see us out in the course, get around us.
Get around.
Don't
Yeah.
scream at
Yeah,
Rin. Don't
don't
even
scream
look
at
at
Rin.
him.
Ah, screaming.
Sub
Yeah.
240.
If you're gonna scream anything at Ren, tell him to like slow down.
Tell him to
Yeah.
slow down.
If it's
Yeah.
past 30 Ks, then you can really rip it.
Yeah,
He's going to need it.
Mahi dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, especially after the 30K mark. I'll take all the rev up so we can get.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Never Run Alone on the socials. And thank you, of course, to Aid Station supporting the show.
And our first
That
guest
is-
in a while.
And our first guest, special
Yeah,
guest.
thank you to our guests.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Mac, Roberto, pleasure having you. Welcome back anytime.
See you in New York.
See you in New York. See you in
Absolutely.
Boston.
See you in Boston.
See you in
Ah, see you in New York first, then I'll see you in
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll run
Amen.
it back in New York. Eh?
Yeah.
Love it.
Let's do it. That is Never Run Alone. Come one, come all.
Come running.
Come
Do it.
running.
Running.
Enjoy the
Wow.
City Marathon, folks.
Big.